Good afternoon. Welcome back to Table for One. I'm your coach and mentor, Uncle Brian, and probably wondering how did I come up with the name Table for One? Well, like many good ideas, it came to me in the shower. And now my channel's been a couple different names in the past, but I think I'm sticking to Table for One. And the reason being is when you look at current society and how people are living their lives, I think people are choosing to live alone than they are with somebody else. And we're seeing as divorces are continually on the rise. We have lower marriage rates, higher divorce rates. There's a lot less desirable people out there. I mean, you go to Walmart, for example, and the store's practically full of fat people, both men and women. I mean, I'm not going to pick on one gender or the other because both men and women are guilty of being overweight and obese. And the fact that dating standards are delusional on women's side, and then you culminate that with the quality, lower quality of men we have. Society now, we're generating lower quality men along with lower quality women. I mean, men are attracted to youth and beauty, so we look at women as beauty objects, where women look at men as success objects, and so they look for a guy that's got a steady job, his own place, reliable transportation. He's got to be like over 6 feet tall. He's got to make six figures. I mean, and so the list goes on and on and on. And when you combine all those things, people are like, hell with this. I'll live on my own. Because with the high number of social media sites out there to include Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and then you got your dating sites like Tinder, Bumble, Zoosk, Match, eHarmony, all these places where lower quality people tend to frequent in order to find love. I think Table for One has become a lifestyle choice for many people, including myself. Now I'm open for a long-term relationship, but I don't spend hours and hours and hours each day trying to find that somebody. I have interesting hobbies I like to partake in that I'd rather be doing than seeking the company of a girl. And so I choose this lifestyle because of the lack of qualified candidates to be in an LTR with me. Is it different? Yeah. Living on my own was well, let me back up a little bit. I was married for 19 and a half years. And so after I got divorced or going through divorce, I had to learn how to live on my own again. And that was quite a transition for me and probably also for the soon to be ex-wife at the time. And so it was kind of strange going to a restaurant and they say, well, how many? And you're like, well, just one, please. And they kind of look at you like, oh, like, for all this guy, why doesn't he have a wife or a girlfriend or a group of friends to hang out with? Which I have a good group of friends, but I've enjoyed the alone time I have, since being divorced. I value my own time over other people's time. And so the aim of this channel is to help men, especially men, and it will also help women too if they choose to watch the content, but it will help you. I want to help you live a life on your own. And remember, I hear people in conversations say, oh, they're lonely. But then I have to interrupt and say, wait a minute, are you truly lonely or is it you're just alone? When I look at someone that's lonely, I look at somebody that's kind of down on their luck. They don't have nobody to reach out to. They're socially inept. And so when I hear lonely, it's like, wait a minute, are you really lonely or are you just alone? Like me, I'm alone. I'm not lonely. I've got friends I can hang out with. I've got family close by. It's not like I will ever be lonely. Alone, yes. And it's something I choose for the most part. And so again, this channel aims to mentor, coach men of all ages. I mean, all the way, I've got a 15-year-old kid, 15-year-old son that I'm, you know, trying to parent up to be a strong, independent, masculine man to where he has life options, not just in his professional life, but also in personal life. And I also have a 19-year-old son that's actually executing some of the things I have taught him in his upbringing. So I feel like my mentoring and coaching does help and it does work. And so, and it's also a journey that I want to share with others. You know, I have videos up involving travel, guns. I'll probably start, I like to figure out how to shoot video on the motorcycle stuff that I'll share, you know, ideas. I mean, like I said, everybody's life is different. Everybody has different ambitions, different interests, different jobs, different career paths, different just so what makes the world go round is everybody is different. No one person is alike somebody else. And so if I could just help somebody get through the divorce, the breakup, the military veteran that's struggling, you know, to find a job, struggling with life, struggling with hope. That's the kind of person I want to be. I want to be able to pass on what I know from experience and hopefully help somebody else get past their down period and come and lift them back up to where they want to be. And so that's why I decided the channel will stay named Table for One because I think when I look at society nowadays, I'm looking at a lot of people are choosing a table for one lifestyle, choosing to live alone, choosing to do things on their own. The few times I've been to an airport, it just blows my mind how many people are actually flying somewhere alone. I recently drove down to Abilene, Texas to see my oldest son, and I drove that by myself. And I will tell you that was one of the best things I've ever done. Granted, I've traveled with women. Well, that's nice to share the experience with somebody, but it's also even better to do it on your own. You're on your own schedule, your own time. You're not trying to rush somebody out or someone's not trying to rush you. And so it's living life. Table for One is living life on your own terms. And so I think more and more people are adopting that based on what a lot of people are seeing out there as far as like the dating market is concerned. I mean, for me, there's very few qualified candidates out there, and I'm pretty sure they're scattered nationwide, probably globally. I mean, the chances of me finding somebody to um, have an LTR with is pretty slim, very slim. I mean, she's out there, but it's like she's way out there. You know, she might not, probably not in my little community, and she might not even be in Nebraska. She might be on the East Coast, the West Coast. She might be on the other side of the world for all I know, but I just know I will probably never find her. So I've adopted the table for one lifestyle just because it's beneficial. It's really, you know, I manage my own finances, I manage my own home. I don't have to worry about anybody else interfering with that. And I think for me that's going to work. It has to work. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Toodles.